Hey, it's James Martell here. Well, thank you for taking on the project. Let me take a few minutes if I could, probably under 10 I would guess, to give you a little walkthrough of how to submit an article into the Guest Blog Registry here. You've been assigned a username and a password and a login URL, and as you can see I am there now. And what we'll do is, for the purpose of the demo, I'll just log in as if I was the writer, being yourself, and you can see we land on the dashboard here. We simply click on the icon that says Manage Articles, and now you can see we are in the Manage Articles area within the system here. If you've been assigned 10 or 5 or 20 articles, however many, you'll find them all listed for you right in this area here. So you don't need to go into the marketplace or anywhere else. It's all everything you need is sitting right here. Now you can notice there's a line item for each of the 10 articles. If you have a question about any of the articles, you can simply click on the view link here and then fire us off a quick message, and we'll be happy to respond to that promptly for you. So don't be shy. Our editors are standing by, and we also have a coordinator that watches over everything. So now, as far as the actual articles themselves, each article has its own pencil there, or its own editing area, and you simply click on that, and in here what you'll find is a few things. The anchor text keyword phrases that you are to include in this particular article, and then the page that it's linking to, and then the second anchor text keyword phrase, and then again the page it is linking to. Of course, we've got a headline field. We've got an area here for you to add in the actual article itself with the editing features above, which I'll talk about momentarily. You've got the details for the actual bio, and then you've got the special instructions to you, the writer. So this little box here is all for you, and it lists all the details of what's going into the articles. And in this case, as you can see, although there are 10 articles and every one of the 10 articles has a special instructions box, please note in most cases, although have a little peek, in most cases you'll find the instructions are identical for all 10 of the articles. So you just may want to copy that and then just open up a little text editor, maybe over on the side, have that open so that you can paste that in there, and then you can go through it and find out exactly what the details are for the project, and you'll have it nice and handy for yourself right there. So you'll want to go through this in great detail, go through it, and because these are the instructions for these 10 articles. All right, so that's that. So now, of course, you're probably writing the article in Microsoft Word, and then when you've finished with it, you need to now transfer it into here. And the biggest mistake that writers seem to make that will unfortunately cause us to have to send it back to you is simply pasting an article directly from Microsoft Word into the editor. And if you do that, all of the background coding that we can't see that's behind the scenes here in a Word document actually gets merged with the HTML that the page is being for the page is being created, and it just makes a mess. So what you have to do is copy the entire article, which we can do, right mouse click on that, and then paste it all into a text editor. This is pretty much standard across the board for any text editor that you're pasting into from Microsoft Word. And you can see there's the whole article there. All of the offending Microsoft Word coding has now been removed. So then you can simply copy that and then back into the editor, and now you can paste the article into the actual editor itself. At this point, you need to take a few minutes and do the formatting, and please do a good job on this if you would. Just cinch up these paragraphs. There won't be a lot of work to do here. Just work your way up the page, and you'll find it's only going to take you a couple minutes to do the formatting here. There's one other mistake that people make that I will be covering in just a second here. But then, of course, we want to paste the headline in up in the top field provided. So there's the article. Now, what I need you to do is take the extra couple minutes and then just put the H2 tags on your subheadlines. All articles, I would think, should have some subheadlines. So just take them, the time it takes to add them in. There, that did that. If there are any bulleted points that you're pulling over from Word and they just have the little dot there, please take a moment and properly use the ordered list feature here and put them in properly that way, okay? In addition, assuming that you'd written this article for us about this particular topic, of course you haven't, this is just for demo, you also need to take a minute and find the keyword phrases that you've listed in the article, and then take a minute and hyperlink them for us. Let's see where that went. There it comes, and then just paste that in, and then hit insert, and that link is in, and then the other link will go also into the article for the second keyword phrase. Now, the other mistake that is made is pasting the bio into this box here. This is simply the bio details. So I'd like you to use the information provided for you to write the bio, but don't paste the bio in that field. Instead, paste it in this area here about the author. Format it like that if you would, and then add the bio text, right here if you would. And then the last thing, if there's a hyperlink in the bio, please add that, and you'll find out if where that second link goes by reading the special instructions below. And then change this one not to an H2 but instead to an H3, and then you should be good to go. And you'll notice now, if we open up the HTML box here, that we've got some nice clean HTML. It's the basic P tags. We've got our standard heading 2 tags, so everything's nice and neat and tidy. If you happen to open this up and see a bunch of gibberish and a bunch of coding that's like, whoa, what is this? It's you've probably forgotten to paste it into Notepad, and you've probably pasted it directly from Microsoft Word into here. So if you could, please have a peek at that. And when you're done the article, as just one last thing, just click on that HTML box, and just to make sure that, let me just minimize that for you for a second here. The telltale is the P tag. It should just be P, like that, and then there should be a closing P tag at the end. If you see a whole bunch of other stuff, such as, font styles, font sizes, and just a bunch of other stuff, then it's incorrect, and you should go back and repaste that into Notepad. All right. So other than that, though, once you're done, once you're happy with the article, you simply come down here, click on Submitted by Writer for approval. That'll flip it back to the editor, who'll then go through it. And as soon as they're happy with it, they will simply click on Article Accepted, and then it'll show up in your account as Article Accepted. If they require any changes, they'll simply click on the Request or Changes Requested, and that will send it back into your account. So let's just for a second show you one last quick thing. Let's assume that this article was finished and you were happy with it, and you click Save, and now it shows up in the editor's account. You'll notice that the headline shows up here for you, and that the status has changed to Submitted by Writer for approval. If you write for us ongoing, this is going to get quite full, and you'll notice that you can sort this by different topics. So in this particular case, if you wanted to see all the articles that you have submitted and you're waiting for approval on, you can simply select that. Please also don't forget to check this box, Changes Requested, because as the editors go through them, if they need any changes, and they're usually minor, they'll click on Changes Requested and change the status to that. Of course, there isn't any in here, but if there were, and then what they would also do is send you a little message along with it, just so you know what they want. It's usually something simple. So keep an eye on the changes requested. If you could get in the habit of logging into this area every time you come in, I think you'll find that that would be helpful for all. All right. So I think that should do it. If you have any questions, you can send them over to the editor in the message box provided. And other than that, I think you should be good to go. Thanks so much. Bye for now.